students, and welcome to this video on how to write an academic summary. In this video, you're going to learn, we're going to review the elements of the academic summary. We're going to apply the skill of academic summary to an article, and we're going to talk specifically about how to use the SumItUp document to help you summarize a source. So the article that we're going to be looking at is called Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, a Clear and Present Danger. And this article we are going to take a look at right here online. It's called, like we said, Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, a Clear and Present Danger by Suzanne Phillips. I'm not going to read this article to you. I would highly encourage you to go to this article. You can find it by typing in the title and the author. And read through it. You can kind of see some of the key features of the article. It's broken into sections, one titled Obligation, Sleep Deprivation, the Texting Trap, Protective Factors, Deprivation of Domains of Influence, Out of Calling Range, Planning versus Policing, and the Benefit of Disconnection. So you can get a little sense of some of the topics that are talked about in the article, but if you want to get a full sense of what the article is about, I highly encourage you to go to this website and read through it so that the summary will really make sense. So go ahead and press pause here, go to the source, read it, and then play the rest of the video. Okay, so you've now read the article, Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, a Clear and Present Danger. How can you summarize this source in an academic summary? Well, we have a graphic organizer that you can use to help you make sure that you write an academic summary. Let's take a look at that for a second. Okay, so here we have our SumItUp sheet. And you can see that we start by providing you with 3 boxes to write your topic sentence of your academic summary. And you'll notice box 1 is for the title and author. Box 2 is for a strong verb, which we'll talk about in a moment. And box 3 is the author's thesis or main idea. So these 3 elements are going to be used to create the topic sentence of your summary paragraph. So right here, I would write the title and author, Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, a Clear and Present Danger by Suzanne Phillips, who is a doctor of psychology. She's making an argument in this article. She's not informing, she's not clarifying, she's not explaining. She is arguing a point that teens who sleep with cell phones are at risk for several different things. Okay, so because she's making an argument, I'm choosing the verb argues. Depending on what your source is doing, you might use a variety of different verbs, and we've provided you with a verb bank here that you could use to help you come up with the best verb for what the intent of that author is. If they're just telling you about something, you might say tells. If they're illustrating an idea, you might use illustrates. If they're defending an idea, you might choose defends, okay? Many people argue a point. Many sources are arguing a specific point, so argues might be a verb that you use frequently, okay? And then finally, the author's thesis is that cell phone addiction is dangerous because it can harm a teen's physical and emotional well-being. So when put together, you will have a clear topic sentence that reads in the article, Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, a Clear and Present Danger by Suzanne Phillips. She argues that cell phone addiction is dangerous because it can harm a teen's physical and emotional well-being. So with those 3 key components included in your graphic organizer, you are ready to write a perfect topic sentence that is clear and captures the main idea of the source. It's not just what is the first thing she wrote about, it is what was her main idea. That is really critical for establishing a good topic sentence for your academic summary. Then you're going to brainstorm the rest of your summary paragraph by writing down 4 to 5 main ideas from what you read about in the article that supports this idea. So if her main idea is that cell phone addiction harms a teen's physical and emotional well-being, what I should see in your fact list here is specific examples of how cell phone addiction harms a teen's physical and emotional well-being. So if you look, I've bullet pointed here 6 pieces of information that support the main idea that it harms a teen's physical and emotional well-being. So let's take a look at a couple of them. One says, teens who feel obligated to be available for their friends at all times often experience anxiety. That would directly connect to their emotional well-being. The second bullet point is, because teens always want to be available for their friends, many experience sleep deprivation because they are on their cell phones all throughout the night. That would affect their physical well-being. Okay, so as you can see, each bullet point directly connects to the main idea identified in the topic sentence. Either it harms their physical or their emotional well-being. Okay, then once you are done listing your main points here, you're ready to write a good academic summary that is objective. It's not your opinion. It is capturing what the author himself or herself has written about or spoken about in their either their article or their video. Okay, so scrolling down to the next page, you can now see an example of an academic summary. So as you can see, I've highlighted this topic sentence for you. It comes directly from, okay, this topic sentence here comes directly from these first three boxes. And it'll sound very familiar to you. It says, in psychologist Suzanne Phillips' article, Teens Sleeping with Cell Phones, A Clear and Present Danger, she argues that cell phone addiction is dangerous because it can harm a teen's physical and emotional well-being. Phillips begins the article by outlining some of the risk factors posed by cell phone addiction. First, she explains the danger of obligation. Teens who feel obligated to be available for their friends at all times often experience anxiety. Bingo! Here's that first point that was in your box of your main ideas, okay? Notice I did give a little transition sentence here, and you're going to want to transition from one idea to the next and not just bullet point list those 4 to 5 main points. So read through this example. If you read through this example summary, you can see directly how the graphic organizer helped me to write a clear, objective summary. Notice there are not any quotations. It's all written in my own words. I'm not taking the words from the article itself because I'm putting it into my own words. So I highly recommend downloading this example to use, because you're going to be writing academic summaries throughout this unit, and you can directly see how this graphic organizer will help you to write an academic summary. You're going to be doing this with an article yourself, so you're going to be reading an article and using this Sum It Up sheet to write an academic objective summary of a source. If you have any questions about how to use the Sum It Up sheet to write an objective summary, please contact your teacher. Thanks, and have a great day.